When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Charlottesville, home of the Virginia Cavaliers. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Virginia Cavaliers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Cavaliers will put total weather to crank us up. He'll return it. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Gun, they'll run it inside. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Canes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To the air, it's Tolzien. Pressure coming. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On the run, fires downfield. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
The Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
There's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Touchdown, Hurricanes! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Wants to fire on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete to the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on!
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Cavaliers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Makes the grab on the left. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Cavaliers want to pick up the tempo. The give from the gun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Up tempo for the offense.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Second down, he'll throw it. They're working that left side. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. No huddle, offense to the line. They'll go back to the ground. Running into the open space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Cavaliers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this round.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. 4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted for the 11th time. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Canes. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Touchdown, Miami! Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And every year there's exciting new freshmen to look at and talk about and pub up. And this guy got a lot of that pub, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams. You can see the speed. You can see the wheels. And you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the tailback. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Rides the back on the option to give. Plows through the defense. Push down for the tackle.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding onto the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the 2nd quarter is about to get underway. So first down here as they go back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Gets open down the middle. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Gives it on the option. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, third and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Trying to keep the drive alive. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And I don't care where you're at on the field, 4th and inches, I like me. I like my chances of getting that, running the play I feel comfortable with, getting the first down.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Floating away. Trying to escaping. There he goes. Smashes ahead. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man, really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass, but then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Now,
into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Virginia. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Florida managed to avoid being gator bait by scratching and clawing their way to a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some had hoped.
Touchdown, Hurricanes! Special teams proving to be special. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you got a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's got some space. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. first down for the offense. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
And the Cavaliers come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on third. He's got it down the middle. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cavaliers have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Got it in the middle. It's Davis. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I know one of the things this defense really... themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Just when you think it's automatic, it's not. Extra point, no good.
Miami, 28, Virginia.
They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. back onto the field. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Tolzien. Looking down the middle. Finds a tight end. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Slater. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And the Canes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Dropping back, it's Tolzien. He'll try to do it himself. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. From the gun. Snagged in the middle. It's Gore. Knocked off his feet. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
It'll be 3rd and long. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Nebraska rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that's produced winners of the award from Johnny Rodgers to Mike Rozier to Eric Crouch.
They'll start this drive going to the air.
Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. And the pass is broken up incomplete, but wait, there's more. Flag on the field, and it might be against the offense. And the Cavaliers will call on their punt team. The last time they punted, it went back for 6. He'll field the punt. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Looking to throw, it's Tolzien. Quickly complete. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Fires left. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Slater. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Hurricanes will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
It is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
The Cavaliers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Finds his target down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On third down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
And the Cavaliers decide to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Gives it on the option. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. It's Tolzien. Here's the pressure. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Here comes the heat. And that's a live ball behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
That's why you got to avoid third and long situations if you're on offense, because the defense knows it's pass, and all these guys are pinning their ears back. They're getting upfield, and you're under so much duress. On top of that, you give up a fumble. That is a huge play for the defense.
Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, I like the idea on offense of trying to get this quarterback involved in the running game. You do it conventionally on design plays, and now you try the option, but there just wasn't anywhere for him to go.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Looking to the big tight end. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Really tough on an offense. Third and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
Got the first down and more. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's going to take off. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now they're going to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Give to the back. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, K. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you can make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Georgia is running away with this one thanks to an offense that's been sicking them since the opening kickoff. They're up 14 over LSU. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Throws for the tight end. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Makes the catch at the 30. Makes a move. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap. I can be physical and really make him feel me. I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They worked that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
Brings up
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Miami! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And he made the extra point without problem. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback, who makes a sure tackle. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Wide open downfield. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. The Cavaliers are flying down the field.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have
got it in stride inside the 20. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. They'll go to the air. Under fire. Slips a tackle. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, Dave.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Handoff to the lone back. Got enough for the first. Turning it on. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the 4th quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Looking for space. It's Armour.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. Good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He'll pull it on the read. Makes one man miss. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
4-1-4 satellite. 4-1-4 flag. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Number 21.
With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might... There he goes! It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice game for this offense and make second and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, too, to take a breath and exhale.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
They go to the ground. Sweet cut there. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And a nice crisp run, great job. Maybe expecting pass, you know, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the 1st down.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Line is set on 3rd down. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the running back. Running to Green. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Might as well give it to him again. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here.